Welcome back to another episode of Unhinged Bookish Thoughts with Liz and Carrie.
Yay.
Yay. That was kind of sad.
Yay.
Today, we are talking about Clio Evans.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I keep just so everybody can see, if you're watching this at home, my sweatshirt says Citrus Cove, Clio Evans. It's on their website. This is not a sponsorship. It's just I am
Fucking
a fan. I just love Clio. Yeah, Clio.
We just love
sponsor
Clio.
us with your love.
Yes, please.
But yeah, this month, Liz and I both read the Citrus Cove series. It's 3 books. The most recent one is Hidden Roots. It just came out, so definitely go and check it out. But we're going to talk about those 3 books. I have 2 of them here. Imagine Hidden Roots is here. It's actually going to be delivered tomorrow. But book 1, Broken Beginnings. Book 2, Stolen Chances. And like I said, book 3 is Hidden Roots. So we're just going to chat about them.
Yeah. So this is Clio's step into the small town contemporary romance kind of genre. It's more romantic suspense because there is a underlying suspense theme in the books. Very much still romance. I wonder if it would be like suspenseful romance versus romantic suspense, only because that would be the same nomenclature with fantasy. I'll figure that one out. That's just me being a weirdo. But well, because it's romantic fantasy is the primary, romance is the secondary. So if it's romantic suspense, it means the suspense is the primary, romance would be the secondary. So technically it should be reversed. That's just
small town romantic suspense.
Now you're following.
Yes, I get what you're saying.
Small town romantic suspense. Each book is focused on, I'm going to say, a different brother, because it's brothers. Yeah. And then the relationships within each brother's lives. So, very cute. Yeah. They live in Citrus Cove, hence the name. Do we want to start and talk about Broken Beginnings first?
Yeah. Book 1, Broken Beginnings. Maybe before we start, let's personally rate them, because we loved all 3. I would say Hidden Roots, absolutely my number 1. Loved Hidden Roots, which is right here. I would say book 2 would definitely, or I would say my second rating would be Broken Beginnings, and then third would be Stolen Chances. Broken Beginnings is the tropes are kind of like bully romance, because there was bullying. Obviously, you've got the small town aspect, that kind of thing. You have a female main character that leaves that small town to go live out her life, and she witnesses a murder. And she flees where she was and her life there to come back to the small town of Citrus Cove and try and like get some stability a little bit, or like breathe for a second from all the crazy murderous things happening.
Murderous things, yes. And she runs into her old high school bully who really wants to redeem himself.
Yes. And he does. And there's coming. I'm just gonna say it now. There's so much coming.
Across all of them, all the books.
All of the books
so
have
much coming.
I would say, let's discuss the bullying in this. I would say that the bullying that occurs when they're younger, the things he says are quite literally very vile. However, I would not consider this the bullying level of like the Zodiac Academy. Like, it is not a primary trope at all. There is bullying at the beginning of the book, but like we said, they're adults now. They were kids then. And he really does try to like right his wrongs. He grows a lot.
Oh yeah. It's like he went to therapy and got help and figured out what he needed to do to fix himself. And it's so much better now.
Yeah. And I just like, I ate the shit up. I thought that it wasn't like a situation, because you know how sometimes when you have the male main character try to redeem himself, you're just like, this is cringy. You know, it's just not believable enough. I felt like it was believable enough. He genuinely wanted to take care of her, even if they were like together or not. Like, he really did want to like help her. And then you just have that elevated situation of people like going through some traumatic shit. Like her sister as well is going through some shit. People are getting murdered. There's really good spicy scenes. It's just a very good introduction into Citrus Cove.
Yes. I mean, I think I stayed up till like 3 a.m. to read book 1 and 2. Yeah. So if that tells you, the one, I think it was Stolen Chances, what I read when the time changed. And so I was reading it and it was like 1. And I was like, oh yeah, it'll be fine. And the next thing I know, it's at 3 a.m. And I said, what the fuck just happened? I was now 3. And so that tells you how much I enjoyed these books. Yeah. I was up till 3 a.m. reading them. Yes. I do agree. I think a lot of the time in many books when there's bullying or like a man is trying to like win a woman back after something he has done, it's never done. It's very easy, right? She just like gives in and like takes it back, like, oh, you were so sweet, and then everything's like fixed and they go back to like banging. But he's like, no, I'm gonna grovel for you. Yeah, I'm gonna do everything I can.
Yes, even when she's like, I accept your apology, he's like, I'm still going to.
I don't feel like it's enough, and I'm gonna keep doing it.
Yes, I love that. We loved him. And again, we should also say that all of these books have some form of kinks in them. Some obviously kinkier than others. So please be advised that this is not going to be like your average Joe spice book. There is some elements of kink.
It's Clio, so there's gonna be kink. Clio Evans does a great job at trigger warnings. Make sure that they have them everywhere. They have them in the book. They have them on their page, websites, everywhere. Read the trigger warnings, and they each have different like kink plots. So make sure you read them. Now here's a good question, and we can discuss this as we go. Do you think these can be read as standalones?
Yes.
Yes. Do I think you should? No. I think you should read all of them.
Yes. The reason why I think that, and I'm glad you brought this up, is because I read Broken Beginnings and Hidden Roots around the same time. I hadn't read Stolen Chances. So when I read Hidden Roots before Stolen Chances, I knew what had happened in Stolen Chances. Obviously not all of it. You're not going to get all the context, but you will find out other things about the couples if you read them out of order. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. It's like when I read Out of the Woods, and I haven't read Out on a Limb, I still gained everything from essentially book 1 without reading it. I still got the context of it. Would it be nice to like go back? And it kind of lets you, if you don't read them in order kind of thing, it makes you want to know if you go back and read them. So like if you read Stolen Chances, you're like, okay, do I want to read more about the characters in the first book? Do I want to continue on to the third book? It kind of gives you like a good idea of how you want to run it. But yeah, I think they definitely could. I think you should read them all though.
Yes. 100. And I would say if there are certain kinks or like certain situations that you're not like super familiar with, or maybe you don't want to dabble in, you could still singularly read these. So just so that is out there, just know that it's some stuff might be spoiled for you. That's all. But like I said, you're not getting the full context to everything that happens. So there is some spoilers, but obviously when it comes to romance, a lot of times you're gonna know what occurs, if that makes sense. Yeah. So next up, this is your favorite.
I love Stolen Chances. Yeah, I love Stolen Chances. It's an MFM. That's just how it's gonna work for me.
Yeah, this is your cup
Sammy
of tea.
Though. Like he's so cute. He's just the sweetest.
Sammy was, I'm gonna be honest, Sammy really was my favorite. And that's the issue, guys. And that's truly the issue with me when it comes to like the polyamory, that situation. I just get a favorite and I'm like, no, I want you to love, which you can love. They love each other all equally and beautifully, and I absolutely fucking adored Colton as well. It's just I get a favorite and I lock in on that person. That's the issue.
Yes.
But they're still all getting love, so I don't know what the fuck my problem is. It's just, damn it, that's just how I am. But yeah, I'll let you talk about this one.
So, Stolen Chances, since it's 3 people, you get like 3 different, I would say, not, you get 3 POVs, but you get like 3 different relationships that were outside of their group of relationship. So you have Sammy, who is a thirst trapper. Correct me every time I think about it. Think of the guys on TikTok that do sexy cooking videos. That would be Sammy. That would be Sammy. He's also a musician. And so just a very artistic, very loving kind of guy, very sweet. You have Sarah, who is recently divorced and has 2 kids. So if you don't like the kid trope, you're not going to like it. But she's really trying to find herself. She's trying to make it on her own. She's trying to do the thing. And she has a previous crush kind of thing with Colt, who is the 3rd member of the group. And he is very much the he's just the sweet, like, hometown boy. That's the best way to describe it. Yeah. He's like that, like, everybody knows if you're from a small town, he's just that, like, sweet kid that's always around, like, always doing stuff for people. He's just it. Colt is the hometown boy. And then the funny thing is, so you have Colt and Sarah, who grew up pining for each other, just wanting to be together, but it never worked out. And then you have Sammy and Colt, who also have been pining for each other.
I was going to ask this to you, just because I think you'll answer this for me. Was this kind of a bi awakening for Colt?
No, because rewind when they're in the past, because when Colt and Sarah are about to get together, the reason they don't end up staying together and how she meets her husband is because when she went to go kiss Colt, he was making out with a dude. So he has always known he's bi. Since they were like high school, probably. Because she kept it a secret. That was like her thing. And he thought that she didn't like him because she found out that he was bi.
Oh.
And that's not the case. She was like, no, that's fucking hot. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I thought it was a bi awakening for one of them, but maybe it just wasn't.
No, I think they're both very much secure in their, like, bi-hood.
Yes.
Sammy is very much like, yeah, I mean, I want to bang both of you. He's very much the, like, he meets Sarah, he's like, oh, yeah, I like her. Like, yeah, she's really pretty. Like, I like this one. And Colt and him have never gotten together because Colt is best friends with Sammy's brothers. He's like, nope, can't cross that line. They're my family. Yeah. I can't cross that. But I would really like to make out with Sammy. Please. And I love when they get together. It is one of the funniest scenes in, like, all of them. I laughed so hard. And then I was sitting in my recliner here with my gooseneck Kindle holder, laying completely back in my recliner, okay? With my clicker, just, being a little, I don't know, troll hobbit thing. Gremlin, as you should when you're reading. And I sat up and I started laughing. I said, that did not just happen. That did not just happen. And my spouse went, what is wrong with you? And I said, no, listen, what just happened in this book. And it was fucking hilarious.
We're not going to tell you what happened because you need to have that moment.
Yes.
You need to have that moment. But I also was like, the jaw dropped. I will say, I think the issue too that I had was that I really enjoyed reading, like, the Colt and Sammy moments, a lot.
Yes.
I'm not saying that I didn't. I loved Sarah with them. I think both of those men gave her exactly what she needed because Sarah goes through some really traumatic things.
Yeah.
And I love that she found love. But
pause for a second. If you don't like discussion of domestic violence, maybe kind of skip this one because there is a lot. She goes through a domestic violence kind of situation, so know that going into it.
Yes. And also, like we said at the beginning of this episode, each of these books has an element of, like, the suspense, and there is going to be, like, murder and that kind of thing. So, like, also keep that in the back of your head because that's also the great thing about these books, I think, is that there is a really good balance of getting to fall in love and, like, enjoy that stuff, and then getting hammered with, like, holy shit, what is happening?
Yes, yeah. But Sammy and Colt are just them finally talking about their feelings for each other and, like, accepting it and, like, coming together, and then Colt being able to spoil Sammy the way he wants to. Swoon.
Yeah.
Swoon.
And I think also having the representation, like the polyamory in a small town and having a community that like embraces that, I love that as well.
Yeah. They're like, I don't necessarily understand it, but I love all of you, so like it's fun because they're like, we love each of you individually, so like you being together can't be wrong.
Yeah. And everybody too in the book is like, this makes sense.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I love that. So
I love that one. That was my favorite. They're so cute. Sammy's he's a golden retriever. He's like, you're going to come over, I'm going to cook dinner for you, and then we're going to bang it out, okay? Yep. I'm going to stuff you in more than one way.
Yeah. I don't like to say, and he's the dom.
Yeah.
Excuse me, everybody. I got really excited. Sammy's the dom. I don't like to say Riz, but Sammy has
he's got some Riz, yeah.
Like, before they all decide consensually to go in this together, Sammy is laying it on with Sarah, and I'm like... Colt, you better step it up, because Colt was kind of, like, reserved and shy, because he wanted to be, like, super respectful of everything she was going on. So...
Then that's such his personality, too. He's so, like, I'm going to be respectful of everything that you've got going on. I want to be here for you, but just know, like, I want more when you're ready. And Sammy's like, hey, baby girl, how you doing?
Yeah. He's like, I respect you, but also I'm going to dom the shit out of you, and I love it.
I'm going to respect you, but I'm going to bang you like I don't respect you.
And that's what we need.
Thankfully, Sarah, I'm going to do this to you. So
I loved it. It was a lot of fun. It was definitely one where I was like, give me more of what's happening here.
Yes, please. Last one, your favorite.
This is my Super Bowl. This is my Super Bowl moment. Hidden Roots. Like I said, it is coming. It is. It's going to be here tomorrow, so I can have it completed. I did pre-order from Clio's website because they were doing, like, art with it, and it's signed, I think. And I was like, yeah, smash.
I ordered all the books with the art because I had to have them all. I had to have all the not safe for work. The
not safe for work art's so good, but also the picture of Sam, Colt, and Sarah.
Oh, yeah.
You know, in the field. God damn it, that's so good. I should order that one. I'm gonna order that one. Okay, let's talk about it. Hidden Roots changed the trajectory of my life. Not to be fucking dramatic.
With the chemistry in your brain.
I'm telling you, this is easily one of my all-time favorite romance books to date. There was just something about it that I just can't explain to you. It was perfect. It definitely if you will, I don't know, enemies to lovers, if you want to. You know.
I would definitely say it was like, I wouldn't call it enemies to lovers. It's more like reluctant friends.
Like, acquaintances to lovers.
I'm gonna hold you at an arm's length kind of thing. Like,
yeah.
Oh my, but how they meet, oh my god, is so fucking great.
It's so fucking funny.
Oh my god.
It follows two characters that are mentioned in the previous books. Again, it's another brother. This is Emma and Hunter's story. And they don't necessarily like each other, but also Hunter
like each other.
Has a big ass crush.
It's very when you're hot.
And it's just it's the perfect amount of tension. It's a fake dating trope as well, like a fake marriage of convenience,
kind of thing,
fiance thing. Emma is not from Citrus Cove, however, she does come because she is really good friends with some of the previous characters. You've got Sarah. She's friends with Sarah's sister, who is from book 1. Emma is Haley's friend from the city that they were in. And Emma decides to come to Citrus Cove and live there because Emma is also getting away from like her dad's business and an ex, that drama. Kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I will just say that this is kinky. It's effing spicy. The banter is just off the charts.
So good. It's so good.
And again, this kind of wraps it up as well in like the suspense part. from even book 1, there was instances and things happening in book 1 that kind of transition in through book 2. If you love pegging, this isn't a spoiler. It's part of
it's part of the
marketing.
Yeah.
If you love pegging.
Pegging?
If you love pegging like I do.
Pegging.
I'm telling you.
If you like pegging.
Damn. It pegged me emotionally. It pegged me in the heart. And physically, there is pegging. So, like, I loved it.
I was trying to think of, like, a joke to make for that. And I'm like, no. That's just gonna be inappropriate of whatever I say. So I'm just not gonna say it.
I'll cut it. But you better tell me.
I was trying to think of one. It was gonna be like, it's gonna peg you in the ass or something.
Yeah. Well, then I just said it pegged me in the heart. So.
It pegged me in the heart. In all my orifices.
Yeah.
Yes, it did. It was good.
Hidden Roots, it was super good. It was just like the best finale that you could ask for in all of these. Yeah. If Clio wanted to keep fucking writing about Citrus Cove, though, I would read it. I seriously loved every single one of these books. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Every single one was a 5-star for me.
Love them. Yes. I like the last one. I like that Emma was very strong. Like, she doesn't seem like she would be very strong. She's very girly. I mean, she has a pink house. And everyone's like, oh, yeah, like, stereotypical kind of thing. And she's not. Like, she can beat the shit out of you. And I just love it. Just love it. I'm like, yep, I like that.
I think, too, what I liked about this was, like, they didn't really give into the love all that easily. Mm-hmm. They allowed themselves to, like, find their way to each other. And I think once you read book 2, that's why we said you should read them all. Yes, technically standalones, but the seed is definitely planted in book 2 with like the Emma and the Hunter situation.
Yes, they were fantastic.
So good. Fall in love with all these couples. They're just, and the found family in them, like the brotherhood that you have between all of the Harlow brothers is just really great. So Clio was on the podcast and you know, we talked with them about the sense of community and everything like that, because these books are based in Texas. So it's just really great. You get a good side of the community. And yeah, especially in Hidden Roots, there's a situation in the grocery store. And it was just really, right? Remember when in the grocery store, the cop is out?
But the grocery store is where, like, shit goes down, okay? Which I think most small towns is kind of how it is. But yes, there's a scene in the grocery store that is absolutely hilarious. I didn't see nothing.
Yeah. All of them were like, no, even the cash register was the cashier, not the cash register.
The cash register was like, no, I didn't see anything.
But yeah, no, it was, these books are really good. If you guys are looking to dive into some kinkier stuff, Clio really has a great way of doing kinkier stuff and like a really like spicy, but like fun and respectful way. Super safe. I said it about 100 times in the episode when we interviewed Clio. I would definitely recommend these for people that want to start off with kink, because it's perfect.
I think it's really a good, like, if you like spicier books and you like romantic suspense, this is like the perfect segue. If you like books by Devaney, I don't know how to pronounce her name, I always pronounce it wrong, Perry, with Crossroads, Sunlight, those books. And also I've heard very similar to Catherine Cowles. I'm going to start reading Catherine Cowles, I think, this week. So I can kind of tell you if it's also the same vibes, but those all, I would lump all of these together. I would just say Clio is kinkier than them. She likes to push that boundary a little bit more. So if you're looking at exploring it, yes. Yeah. Especially Hidden Roots. There's some bondage going on in that one. Lots of bondage.
Binding and pegging my heart. Jesus. Anyway. Shit. You know
what I'm flipping.
Oh, shit.
I know what's going in the clip.
But go get these books.
Order them from her website.
Yeah, go to Clio's website. They have lots of prints of these, and I think you can also get the art with them. I think one of them might be sold out. I'm not sure, but the art is so good. Guys, the art is so good. 10 out of 10. And also go read more of Clio's work. Like there are so many things that you can go and read. One of Liz's favorite is Cosmic Kiss. We do talk about other books that they have wrote in her interview.
You know what? You need to read. Did you finish it or did you not finish it?
What?
Cosmic Kiss.
I finished it months ago.
Oh, did you? Doesn't it give you the same vibe as like Stolen Chances though? Just with humans?
Yeah.
They're
yes.
Vibes are about the same. They give you the same feelings. So, if you like Stolen Chances, you'd like Cosmic Kiss.
I agree. Just as aliens.
Just aliens.
Clio wears many hats.
Clio does all of the things.
All of the things. We love Clio. And we hope we can have Clio on again. And Clio also has another book coming out May 20th. It's called Mine. It is going to be an age gap. It's also a retelling, like a Beauty and the Beast, that situation. And again, we talk about that more in the author hot seat with Clio. So make sure you go and watch that because they spill some tea.
It's so good.
Not tea, but you know what I mean. They give us some exclusives over there. Which they did.
Trying to relate something kinky wise to it, but nothing came. It didn't happen in my brain. Yes, everyone needs to read Clio. Go read these books, the series, The Citrus Cove. Fantastic. All of their books. I mean, I haven't found one I haven't liked yet. So
agreed.
So good. But as always, remember to read what you want and don't be a dick.